the World Bank says the economic measures that have been put in place by the government to stabilize inflation and stimulate economic growth are bearing fruit. The recently appointed country director Eneida Fernandez sat down with our reporter Melissa Chatikobo, who brings us the story.
Last month, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe slashed interest rates from 150% to 130%. It also scrapped the 10% margin cap for businesses as part of ongoing measures to liberalize the exchange rate and guarantee currency stability. The World Bank says these measures put Zimbabwe on solid footing for growth despite global headwinds. For next year, when global commodity prices are seen softening and the rest of the region is bracing for an El Niño-induced drought, the bank is confident that the country can still achieve growth.
But no matter what, Zimbabwe is still way ahead of a lot of countries in the region, and it is one of the largest growing economy in the SADC region. So we're very positive with the growth, knowing that there's still some areas of the economy that have to be tackled, and the government has tackled in terms of inflation and monetary policies. But overall, we think that the trajectory is good.
A crippling power deficit across the Southern African region is also expected to worsen the situation. But the World Bank is confident that ongoing measures being implemented in Harare will guarantee growth in the short to medium term.
So we all see it's going to be a slower growth this year, but we're looking at around 3.5%.
For the past 2 decades, Zimbabwe has not been able to access the much-needed fresh lines of capital to retool and modernize its economy due to failure to pay back loans to the multilateral lenders such as the World Bank and the African Development Bank. But now the Zimbabwean government is closely working with international lenders to hammer out an arrears payment plan. The plan forms a central aspect of President Mnangagwa's foreign policy.
Your critical cogs in an effective media and communication strategy that would help consistently and accurately inform the world of the content, context, and progress of Zimbabwe's arrears clearance and debt resolution strategy.
Despite suspending lending to Zimbabwe in the early 2000s, the World Bank continues to provide technical assistance and analytical work to the government. While all this is happening, the Bretton Woods institution says authorities in Harare have shown a willingness to tackle the arrears overhang.
We understand that they have a very clear matrix. So for the first time, we have clear indicators that the government has committed to, clear reforms that the government has committed to, and us as development partners are supporting them to make sure that there's progress on that.
For years, the relationship between Harare and international lenders has been rather frosty. But now it is apparent that both parties are on the same page. They seem committed to improving relations. Reporting for ZTM Prime, I'm Melissa Chatikobo in Harare.